Across the Taiwan Strait, the stakes have never been higher. Beijing's military displays show overwhelming power, but Taiwan is racing to defend itself. From low-cost drones to long-range missiles, the island is fortifying its skies and shores, training civilians, and innovating rapidly. Every move is a test of strategy, resilience, and survival in the shadow of a looming threat. Beijing turned Tiananmen Square into a stage of power on September 3rd, transforming its Victory Day commemoration into a spectacle of modern military might. The event marked both Victory Day and the 80th anniversary of the end of World War II. Hundreds of aircraft and ground systems, many unveiled for the first time, rolled forward in a carefully choreographed show of strength. The finale was unmistakable. The new DF-5C intercontinental strategic nuclear missile, which, according to Chinese media, places the entire globe under its strike range. For many observers, the parade was less a commemoration and more a declaration. It was confirmation of what defense analysts have long been warning. China's rapid military modernization is unlike anything seen in peacetime.
China's military modernization is quite unprecedented. It's certainly the fastest, most ambitious modernization in peacetime that we've seen in modern history.
Sachs warned that the concern extends beyond scale.
What's worrying is not just the sheer scale, it's also the advanced capabilities. If you look at hypersonic missiles and China's most modern fighter jets, a lot of these are on a par with the United States. In some areas, they're even ahead.
The central question, highlighted in the Channel News Asia program, When Titans Clash, is whether this build-up points to an eventual invasion of Taiwan. At Singapore's Shangri-La Dialogue on May 31st, US Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth warned such a move could be imminent, suggesting 2027 as a possible deadline. Beijing dismissed the claim. Yet in Taipei, analysts urge caution.
Chinese President Xi Jinping isn't ready to launch a major conflict like an invasion of Taiwan. Internally, China is facing many challenges: economic slowdown, social protests, political pressures. It's probably not the right time for them to reunify Taiwan through force. Instead, their strategy now focuses on influencing Taiwan through other means.
Cyber attacks and disinformation campaigns are cited as evidence of these other means. A survey by the same institute in April found 65% of Taiwanese believe an invasion is unlikely in the next 5 years. Yet, a slim majority favour expanding the defence budget, the highest support level in the poll's history. President Lai Ching-te has already moved in that direction. In March, he oversaw Taiwan's first civil defence drills under a whole-of-society defence resilience committee. Only days later, China's People's Liberation Army staged a massive encirclement exercise, simulating a blockade of Taiwan and precision strikes on ports and energy facilities. By July, Taiwan's annual Han Kuang exercise mobilized 22,000 reservists, the largest in its history. Japan is equally alarmed. Its defense white paper, released in July, described China as an unprecedented and the greatest strategic challenge. Tokyo has already pledged $290 billion for a 5-year military buildup, its largest since the Second World War. Geography sharpens these anxieties. After then, US House Speaker Nancy Pelosi visited Taipei in 2022, China fired missiles near Yonaguni Island, one landing just 80 kilometers from Japan's coast. There are no treaty obligations for Japan to protect Taiwan. What's important for Japan, though, is that the Taiwan contingency doesn't happen. So it's less about Japan trying to defend Taiwan, but more about Japan doing everything it can with its allies and partners to make sure that such a crisis is deterred. Meanwhile, China's nuclear arsenal is growing at a staggering pace. The Stockholm International Peace Research Institute reports China has added 100 warheads annually since 2023, reaching 600 this year, the world's third largest stockpile. Former UN Secretary-General Ban Ki-moon has warned the world is edging towards a nuclear tragedy. Zhou disagrees, arguing expansion is about deterrence. For Japan, deterrence is now the guiding principle. Its defense budget is projected to rise to 8.9 trillion yen by 2027. Taiwan continues its porcupine strategy, stockpiling weapons and training civilians. Across the strait, Taiwan is recalibrating its defense strategy with a sharp focus on affordability, scale, and innovation. At the heart of this shift is a push into unmanned systems. Beijing's Victory Day parade underscored its edge in drones, from stealth UAVs to AI-powered counter-drone lasers. For Taiwan, the message was clear: match the threat with innovation of its own. Leading the effort is the National Chung-Shan Institute of Science and Technology. In partnership with US defense firm Kratos, it is converting the MQM-178 Firejet, originally a missile defense training drone, into the Tianfeng-4 loitering munition.
Development started early this year and is progressing rapidly. The Tianfeng-4 is a derivative of the MQM-178 system.
Taiwanese reports suggest the drones will boast a range of at least 1,000 kilometers, enough to hit Beijing or Shanghai. Their expected debut at the Taipei Aerospace and Defense Technology Exhibition later this month will mark a milestone. Military commentator Eric Shi highlighted why Taipei is betting on such systems.
While its performance falls short of the Xiongfeng cruise missile, it costs only a fraction as much. By contrast, the MQM-178 derivative is far cheaper even after upgrades. This allows Taiwan to pursue a high-low mix, pairing expensive cruise missiles with large numbers of low-cost drones capable of exhausting enemy defenses.
Yet drones are expendable. To be effective, experts insist they must be mass-produced.
The PLA is the world's largest drone power. Taiwan has only just begun to treat drones as consumable munitions rather than durable equipment. To be effective, they must be cheap, mass-produced, and used to erode enemy strength.
Taiwan is also bolstering partnerships. The Pentagon's Defense Innovation Unit will soon station a liaison officer in Taipei to coordinate on drones, AI, and cybersecurity. NCIAST has also signed an agreement with US startup Anduril, maker of the Altius 600M anti-armor drone. Under a foreign military sales contract, Taiwan will receive 1,000 of these systems, with the first batch arriving in August. Still, Taiwan's race to innovate lags behind China's sprawling drone ecosystem. Analysts warn that unless counter-drone investments accelerate, Taiwan will remain vulnerable to Beijing's vast arsenal. For Beijing, Taiwan remains part of its territory, to be reunified by force if necessary. For Taipei, the task is to hold the line with innovation, scale and strategy before that force is tested.